Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time. As a musician myself, today is the return of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm really excited. I've heard a few songs from Red Dead and I've been quite a fan. Unshaken is still like one of my favorite songs I've heard here. And I have this game officially in my backlog. If you wanted to see what games are in that backlog, by the way, in the description there's a link tree that has a backlogged page. And it shows every game I plan on playing, and they're all from hearing songs on this channel. Anyways, today we have Blood Feuds, Ancient and Modern from the channel Woody Jackson, requested by Lauren. Thank you very much. And then after that we have Fleeting Joy from the channel Colin Stetson, also featuring Woody Jackson. Okay, don't have context on these. I don't think I do. But okay. I am super interested in this game for many reasons, but I'll talk about that later. This is Blood Feuds, Ancient and Modern. Oh, the other one was requested by that random gamer. Let's go. Blood Feuds. I haven't heard enough of Red Dead. So like I have a feeling I know where the music is going, but I've only heard like so little songs. You know what though? Rockstar always has music on lock, dude. Oh, I wonder if this is instrumental or... Never mind. Oh. I wonder if they got a certain singer for this. Has my attention. Well, it's definitely one of the darkest songs I've heard. It's reminding me of a singer. Her name is... What is this? It even has the like spaghetti western guitar sound here. That's awesome. Yeah. When something can remind me of my favorite composer, that's always... I'm listening. I'm just looking for something. I believe her name is Tuva Semmingsen. Yes, it is. Norwegian singer. I don't know if it's her, but it sounds like her. Maybe I'll look it up in a second, but oh, this is so good, man. And it's an instrumental too. Interesting. They really did their research with the Western sound. It's amazing. And like the marching acoustic guitars is a nice touch. No cliche, but this sounds very Ride Into the Sunset type of song. Like no looking back, just strings. Wow, the guitar work is fantastic. Sounds like a slide guitar. Or a bottle. Like an actual bottle. It's funny, I was able to predict where that melody was going to end like, but I added an extra note in my head. That's really good, actually. Still 2 minutes left. Oh, it's just a long ending. I feel like maybe this one would have sounded better after the next song. I don't know. I don't even know if they're related, but this sounds like an ender. Please don't tell me. Don't spoil where this plays. I don't want to know. Anything I ask for Red Dead is always rhetorical. Yeah, so I don't know if these two songs are related. I always assume not, so I don't know what order to put them in. But to me, that song sounded pretty, well, I wouldn't say like end of the game, but end of something. It sounded like an end of a chapter, an end of a story segment, an end of a certain character's arc. But it sounded like the finale of something, not necessarily the game. Oh man, where do I start? Let's get the big thing out of the way. In case you didn't know, my favorite composer of all time is Ennio Morricone. Italian composer who passed away not too long ago. Is responsible for all the Western songs that we all know and love. Ecstasy of Gold, For a Few Dollars More, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, etc., etc., etc. And some other movies too that had nothing to do with him. But that power duo of Sergio Leone movies and Ennio Morricone doing the soundtracks are some of my favorite. Not too long ago, I actually saw the movie again, Once Upon a Time in the West, which is one of the coolest movies ever. So Rockstar definitely did their homework, because this is like that Ennio Morricone sound. It's almost like his signature because these like other westerns movies didn't sound like that. They all had like an orchestral score that sounded very heroic and very clean. You know, very like it was still good and atmospheric, but Ennio Morricone's soundtrack sounded like dirty and raw and just like, you know, he made songs for every little sound effect, like opening a saloon door. You're like something, right? It was like a living comic book at times, and that's why it's so cool, and that's why it stands out. Same reason people really like Grant Kirkhope or something. You know, he paints these pictures with the tunes. So to me, every time I've heard Red Dead, well, for the most part, it sounds not only Western inspired, but it sounds Ennio Morricone inspired, which is a huge deal because I played an entire game because of that same reason, and that's Wild Arms. Wild Arms was like an RPG from the 90s, and who's composed that? It was Michiko Naraka, and she took the sound of Ennio Morricone and turned it into like a Nintendo, or sorry, it was like a 95, so I think it was PS1. It was a PS1, like, it wasn't 95. I don't know, it was like mid-90s, but it took that sound of the Westerns but put it into like, you know, an older mid-90s sound. And it was a great soundtrack, by the way. And also used direct comparisons from Ennio Morricone. Anyways, so there's a lot of signatures here. Like the, what is it? Is it the soprano vocal? I could be wrong about that. I think it's soprano vocal. Mezzo-soprano. Usually you hear whistles as well, but one thing that those sounds have in common is this really twangy, heavily reverbed electric guitar, usually a single coil Stratocaster. It's just part of it, and I don't even know how to describe it, but for guitar players, they'll understand. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I never actually looked it up, but I'm pretty sure that sound is obtained with a Fender Blues amp, which is a tube amp, and the reverb is cranked. So it just has this like really floaty sound, but it's also the sound of basically surf rock. You can hear a lot of surf rock in this stuff, and vice versa. You know, just speed it up. If the song was like, you know, 0.175 with like a tune ta ta tune ta, it would sound like surf. Anyways, so that's the whole reason I like all this stuff, is because it's connected to so many things. To me, this sounded like the final duel of one of these movies that I'm talking about, which I won't spoil, but whenever there's like let's just say this, and it's not really a spoiler, in those movies, there's always a final duel, right? The story leads up to this big moment. And in that big moment, it's usually like 5 minutes of just nothing but the song. Just like eyeballs looking at each other, almost no words being said, and it's just this climb. This kind of felt like that to me. It felt like we were watching this wide angle of two people staring at each other, or more. You know, with hands at their holsters. So, and the reason I thought that the beginning singer was Tuva Semmingsen is because, well, sounded like her. But if you actually look up live performances of Ennio Morricone before he passed, you'll see this singer, and that's her. She, I think, still might even be the main vocalist for his music. I don't think she was. No, she wasn't the vocalist during the movies. Anyways, so yeah, it just stuff like this when you get me to ramble on, and it's a good thing because it reminds me of a lot of memories, and it just excites me to play this game because I've played Rockstar games before, and I know how good they handle music. But I don't think at this exact moment I've experienced the Rockstar games with original music. It's always been licensed stuff. Radio stations, right? Grand Theft Auto. And I know even stuff like Midnight Club had licensed music and stuff like that. Also, another Rockstar game I played from my past was like a skateboarding game. Amazing soundtrack. But I think Red Dead might be the first time I hear like original music from Rockstar. And they seem to have done an amazing job at it, so I'm excited to play this. But Please don't spoil where this plays. This one's a lot shorter. It's called Fleeting Joy. That's a title. That sounds kind of more finale to me, just based on title. This is from Colin Stetson, though. Fleeting Joy. I like the rhythm of it already. Just boom, boom. Ominous. Immediately, I just imagined like horseback riding. The gallop of what we hear. And I'm pretty sure horseback is like a huge common thing in this game. I'm so excited to play this game, man. Huh. This sounds more in the moment, as in like running away or it is called Fleeting. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like the music you hear when you're wanted in Grand Theft Auto. Once you hit 3 stars, I think 3 stars, and the helicopters come after you, the music gets kind of like this. But this sounds way more serious. Yeah. I love tremolo guitar. Tremolo is the... I need to hear that again. Not to be confused with the whammy bar. Tremolo is that's an effect pedal. I love that sound. Ooh, the energy of the song is so... It sounds like something looming, or just like there's this tension. I was not expecting that. Talk about ominous. Wow, okay. You guys have to tell me, who is Woody Jackson and Collins? Are they... do they play instruments? This one is a channel with Colin Stetson, but it also says Woody Jackson. And the last one was Woody Jackson by himself. So, I don't know. Like, is one of them a violin player or something? I don't know. Also, how many composers are in this game? So, this reminded me of something else that I wanted to talk about, which is, you can see why I really just admire all this as a whole. Why I like Ennio Morricone, why I like surf music. But also, one of my favorite directors, just like many people, is Quentin Tarantino. I'm not even sure if he's my favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite, but I just really like his movies. You know, they're different, so to say. once you make the connection that he's a huge Sergio Leone fan, you'll and Ennio Morricone, and I'm pretty positive actually he got Ennio Morricone for a soundtrack. Anyways, he knows that whole like Western sound. I think I even heard somewhere that The Good, the Bad, and the Uglies might be his favorite movie. Anyways, once you see his movies, you can't like unsee the influence, like the quick zoom in on the eyes, or like just weird like angles of the face all close up, or this kind of comical whatever, and the music also, he's used Ennio Morricone music in just random parts, I think in Kill Bill and some other stuff, can't remember, but so you can see why I'm so excited about this. Like, all these things I like and enjoy. I like Rockstar games, I like Quentin Tarantino movies, I like Ennio Morricone, I like westerns, I like good music. I love the look of like Colt revolvers. I've always thought they were like, I'm not even a gun person, but Colt revolvers are just like, I mean, damn, look at them. Clint Eastwood made those look sick. Just this like all these things just make me so excited to play this. But the music it's really captivating to me, because honestly, it doesn't really sound like any other soundtrack to me. That's not easy to say here. Like, a lot of things sound like other things. This doesn't really sound like a lot of things. Even with the Western influence, it sounds like its own soundtrack to me. The violins pumping, the twangy guitars. It's just, I don't know, man. There's definitely like a sauce with this game, and I could be wrong, but either this won a Game of the Year or got nominated or something like that. But definitely, it's like people know about it. But I always hear that it's one of the like better stories that people have ever played. I'm not sure about both of them, but definitely the second one. I'm so excited. I don't know. Every time I hear more of this, I want to like bump it up in the backlog list. As of right now, I can't really give you a precise time, but I'll probably try to play this in 2026. This year's already booked up, but I will try my best, because I already know something about this game that I wish I didn't. So I want to play it before I learn anything more. Okay, well, I mean, that's it. I really enjoy this soundtrack, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this game, which is such a wild thing to say before I even experience it. But like, it's got the winning formula for me. If I had to take a guess, this song has to do with some sort of chase, running away, or some sort of movement. Because one thing I forgot to mention, while Grand Theft Auto, I don't know about 4, but 5 for sure, even though it's all licensed music, it definitely does have its own little original pieces when you're running away from the cops, and little story segments, like when you're doing a mission and just running around, you'll hear like this kind of action movie. It's really like in the background. This kind of sounded to me like that. Like it may be just like turned down lower background music, but maybe the requester just really liked it. So, anyways, feel free to gush. Don't spoil, please. But that was Fleeting Joy and Blood Fuse, Ancient and Modern. These are both great song titles, by the way. See you in 2026. I still have a lot of requests for Red Dead, and the original game too. So, thank you to the requesters. Thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.